aka Barbara W. Salute. We live on YouTube. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers. Farmer Yin, Australia. Jolly TV. Stephanie is everything. Apple a day. The Conservative Squirrel. Kicks God. Carson Show. And last but certainly not least, I just had a chance to meet her a few days ago. She goes by the name of Kiki's Crochet. Salute to you, young lady. I also want to give a shout out to my channel judges. My honorary channel judge is Snapzilla Gorilla. And the channel judges are Spicy Kai, Wax Dog, Chosen Queen, Sanji Watts, Carolina Hillbilly 1961, Angels Army, Content of Tennessee, Sherry Cherry MVP, Miss Money to You, Triple Deuce Scratcher, Aisha, Dave Durango, Brooke Valentine, CEO Secretary of Information, Black Spring with Autumn, Mo Nicole, the Lockhart Perspective, Cindy Briggs, Angela M, the Miss Yo-Yo Show, A Sense of I, Tony Hendricks Green, Triumphant Tiff, Snap Shawty, Queen's Throne, Hot and Cali, and last but certainly not least, I'm sorry, Jay's Off-Brand TV, Sticks Girl of Texas, and last but certainly not least, the Soldier Fijah TR9 Airy X. I want to give an extra special shout out to their two CEO, Susan Wojcicki. My name is DerrickCWilliams, and I'm just one man. In the comment section on YouTube, the title of this presentation will be called Fauci And Me. Let me check this top chat. This video is dedicated to Anthony Fauci. Let me check this top chat here. Bumby Selby, what's good? Wait, I see Bumby Selby. Black Spring with Autumn, thank you for sharing the stream. Bumby Selby, low-key YouTube crush, I see you. Whoa, that shit go, hold on. Shout out and respect due to Florida Bread, Bambi Doe. What's good with you, big time? I see you. We here live in Philadelphia. We doing what we do, all right? Hold up. Let me see. Bumby Selby says hello to Barbara W., Alicia Trigg, and Average Joe Lamar. Well, Average Joe Lamar ain't average. He's exceptional. Vicky's World, salute. Welcome in. This ain't gonna be too long. Again, thank you, Black Spring with Autumn, for sharing the stream. This video ain't gonna be too long at all. As you can see, it's a nice day here in Philadelphia. We outside the definition of anarchy. Salute to you. All right. And in honor of a definition of anarchy, he calls the pandemic thing Tecate 19. I'm gonna call it St. Ides 19. You feel me? So yeah. So shout out and respect due to my man's the definition of anarchy. Salute to It's All Hot Air. I was issued a challenge a couple of days ago. We're gonna keep it quiet, but I was issued a challenge, just do my little housekeeping. I was issued a challenge to not be so free with sharing my life story, stuff that happened to me 10, 15, 20 years ago. So I'm going to do that. But the people that I challenged, I asked them to do something, and they will be putting that video up very soon, hopefully. Old Head Deuce was good with you. But at any rate, thank you for that donation, the definition of anarchy. And Snapzilla Gorilla, for the duration. I want you to put the book, Seeds of Dark Matter Disease, and I want you to run that for the entirety of the stream. So you know I have my moderators work over here. So all my moderators that are here, you also know that I have a block first. Don't ask no questions. Everybody in here is an adult. We ain't gonna have no nonsense. I don't time people out on my channel. Hide them forever. That's just how I play. All right. So I'm 53 years old. I don't go back and forth with nobody. No time, not over here. So as long as everybody respectful, ask anything you like within reason, of course. Because there's certain things I can't say because I've been challenged. So I can't get into my personal life because I've been challenged. So I am going to make good on my challenge, and hopefully the people that I challenge, hopefully they will make good on their end of the deal. I hold my word. But at any rate, the title of this presentation is called Fauci And Me. And this is dedicated to NIAID director. He's been the director since 1984. His name is Anthony Fauci. He is 79 years old. He is the media darling for the medical establishment. I know for a fact Trump don't like him. As a matter of fact, let me see. Charles Gilmore, what's good with you? Snapzilla Gorilla, I want you to get Charles Gilmore's link because he out in Los Angeles. He loved Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, and put him in the stream for me. Thank you. Put my man's link in the stream for me. At any rate, He's been the director of the NIAID since 1984. He got HIV wrong, and he railroaded the Mikovich lady. Y'all may know her from the Plandemic documentary. All right, but at any rate, we just gonna talk about him. All right. So this is from the Fauci file. So Black Spring with Autumn. I want you to put this link in the stream for me. Okay. Let me see. You gonna have to tell me what that mean, old head deuce. I have no idea what BSWA means. But this is out of Mercola.com. Dr. Mercola has been on the internet since 1997. It don't get no better than him. All right, but I'm just gonna go over the bullet points and then we can talk about it and we move on. Whoa, hold up. Salute, thank you, Charles Gilmore, for your donation. Okay, all right. Thank you, Definition of Anarchy, for putting this link in the stream. And again, Snapzilla, I want you to run your book in the stream for the duration, all right? So at any rate, this is out of Mercola.com. Dr. Anthony Fauci has served as the NIAID director since 1984, but has yet to come out with a big one, a vaccine or infectious disease treatment that will allow him to retire with victory under his belt. All right. Fauci has flip-flopped on the use of masks, first mocking people for wearing masks, then insisting that they should. And in mid-July, he's suddenly urged governments to be as forceful as possible on mask rules. While Fauci still claims there's only anecdotal evidence to support the use of hydroxychloroquine and that the drug doesn't work for St. Ives 19, the scientific support goes for it as far back as 2005. In April, Fauci praised the NIAID drug remdesivir, saying it had a clear-cut and significant positive effect on diminishing time to recover. Overall, the improvement rate was just a mere 31%. Research now shows that hydroxychloroquine has a recovery rate of over 50% when given early, and many doctors anecdotally claim survival rates close to 100. Despite such excellent results, Fauci continues to disparage the drug. Go figure. All right. So, and again, like I said, he's 79 years old. He's been at the NIAID since 1984. All right. Okay, Black Spring Auto. Okay, got you. All right. Right here, we're going to go on. Fauci has been wrong on everything. The risk we take when listening to Fauci is that so far he's been wrong on most things. In July 2020, an opposing view editorial in the USA Today, White House advisor Peter Navarro, director of the Office of Trade and Manufacturing Policies, stated that Fauci has been wrong about everything that I have interacted with him on. According to Navarro, Fauci's errors in judgment includes opposing the ban on incoming flights from China as late as July 2020, telling people the novel virus was nothing to worry about well into February, flip-flopping on masks, and I already went over that. He flip-flopped on the mask, and then he turned around and said, wear them, and he's been insisting that governments be as forceful as possible, all right? And also, he's been putting down hydroxychloroquine. We got that, all right? But Fauci should have been aware of all of this. According to that study, with regards to the hydroxychloroquine, it has strong antiviral effects on the SARS-CoV-2 infection of primate cells. These inhibitory effects are observed when the cells are treated with the drug either before or after exposure to the virus. We're gonna move on. And this, I said this a few weeks ago. They have been trying to get a St. Ives 19 virus for 20 years. You feel me? And all of them has failed. Despite being in a position to know better, Fauci conveniently ignores the many failed attempts to create the vaccine for the past 2 decades, including vaccines against SARS and MERS. A paper by Errico Padron, Vaccines for SARS-CoV-2 Lessons from Other Coronavirus Strains, reviews some of these past experiences. And as noted in the conservative review, since their emergence in 2003 and 2012 respectively, no safe and efficacious human vaccine for either SARS-CoV-1 or MERS have been developed. Moreover, experimental non-human evaluations for 4 SARS-CoV-2 candidate vaccine types revealed that despite conferring some protection against the virus, each also caused serious lung injury. All right. And so to wrap this up real quick, these disappointing experimental observations must serve as a cautionary tale for the forthcoming vaccine that they're gonna try to fast track. Y'all know that as Operation Warp Speed. All right. And this the kicker right here. This the coup de grace. By now, you probably also know that the NIAID funded gain-of-function research on coronavirus was at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, as reported by Newsweek. In 2019, with the backing of NIAID, the National Institutes of Health committed $3.7 million over 6 years for the research that included some gain-of-function work. Gain-of-function, I did a video about that in Black Spring with Autumn. If you could go to my channel, I would like you, Negretta Unstoppable. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. Black Spring with Autumn, if you could go to my YouTube channel and type in gain of function and put that link in the stream. What that is that the coronavirus is in bats and it's in humans. But what they did, starting back at the University of North Carolina, this was in the mid-2000s. I'm sorry, the latter half of the 2000s. So Obama knew about this too, all right? But what they did, they had a moratorium in 2015. And they moved the experiments offshore because, according to Francis Boyle, that constituted a war crime if you are messing with these pathogens and biologicals. And so they funneled money from over here to over there. And so through gain of function, they was able to make this thing much more virulent. It wasn't, but it didn't knock off all the people that they thought it was. So, you know, they was talking about Neil Ferguson over in the UK projected 500,000 dead. And that's a lie. And over in this country, it was projected that 2.2 million, if memory serves, was going to die by July of 2020. Thus far, there have not been 200,000 dead. Last I counted, it was 186,000 people that they said died. Then, of course, you had to factor in for the gunshot wounds that they counted as coronavirus. People that blew up in a meth lab, they counted that as coronavirus, stuff like that. So those numbers are probably much lower. And I'm sure y'all heard earlier this week that the CDC just came out and said themselves that them numbers was off, way off. You feel me? So that's a little quick thing about Anthony Fauci. Everything this dude done touched done turned to mud, but you can't tell that to Steph Curry. In fact, Black Spring with Autumn or Snapzilla Gorilla, if y'all can go to Steph Curry's YouTube channel, you can see where Anthony Fauci just talk all day long. Steph Curry never challenged him on nothing. So we're gonna move on here. We 12 minutes into this live presentation, and the title of the presentation, as I said, is Fauci and Me. Spicy Kai, my first channel judge ever. What's good with you? All right. So Black Spring with Autumn, I want you to put this in the stream for me. Now he wanted to talk. Now he want to give you. He want to poke you. But this is what he say about the Russians. All right. This is out of my vetted source, Natural News. Fauci says he has no faith that Russia's SARS-19 virus is safe and effective. All right. Dr. Anthony Fauci, the functionary who has been in Washington, D.C. for decades, pretended to be the top immunologist. I always get that word wrong. Doesn't have much faith in the new Russian SARS-19 vaccine. I hope that the Russians have definitively proven that the vaccine is safe and effective. B&B's reviews it. Theresa Myers, Unstoppable. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. All right. Fauci, the director of the NIAID, said during a National Geographic sponsored event scheduled to air on Thursday, I seriously doubt that they have done that. So hear me well. This is what he said. This is Fauci. This is a direct quote. Bone chilling. So if we wanted to take the chance of hurting people, or hurting a lot of people, or giving them something that doesn't work, we could start doing this. You know, next week if we wanted to. Fauci continued referring to the vaccines candidates in the U.S., but that's not the way it works, all right? So apparently, Black Spring with Autumn, I hope you put that link in the stream for me. So I'm just gonna try to run through all this stuff real quick. But apparently he does not have faith that the Russians' vaccine or their version of Warp Speed does not work. But apparently Americans, you know, we got what it takes, all right? But as if my memory serves, I think I heard that they said they want to have this thing up and running by November the 2nd, election time. But like I said, you can see when they be in press conferences and stuff, Trump do not bang with this dude. Here, we gonna move on here. Oh no, this is the best for last. That was scary. Here, let me do this. Hold on for a second. Station break. So yeah, so we 16 minutes. Thank you, Black Spring, for putting Fauci and Curry in there. All right. Now, of course, I was telling y'all a few months back that a young man, he's 29 years old. His name is Ian Hadley, and he actually took the first clinical trials of this thing, and he said during the second dose, he got deathly ill. All right, hold on for a second. Station break. He got deathly ill. All the primates got sick. You feel me? So it's not working. Bill Gates said a few months back that he's looking at 500 to 700,000 people getting very sick or dying. And the CBS lady asked, because she said we did some digging, is that these vaccines aren't very safe. What do you have to say about that? And you can see Bill Gates, he was just, he couldn't get his words out. Showing you right there, he lying, he don't got no faith in it. You feel me? But Black Spring with Autumn, I want you to put this link in the stream for me. Once again, my vetted source, Natural News. If you smart, you get down with them. CeeLo, what's good with you? Welcome in. Your first interaction up in here, so feel around the chat. This is also a networking stream. Now, you can network all you want, but don't say subscribe. You ain't supposed to say subscribe. I found out that's a bad word, so don't say that. So we 16 minutes into this live presentation, in and out, all right? Now, there's almost no chance for a vaccine. A vaccine for St. Ives 19 will work at all, warn scientists. The Wuhan St. Ives virus is some freak of nature virus that evolutionary gained the ability to transfer from bats to humans all on its own. Again, as I said, through gain of function, that's how we're able to be more virulent and hurt people, all right? According to Giuseppe Trito, an internationally known expert in biotechnology, nanotechnology, this could only have happened with some type of genetic engineering. And I did in that gain of function video, Francis Boyle unequivocally said that this thing had SARS, MERS, flu, HIV. It had some type of nanotechnology, and these people have to be up in suits when they be messing with this stuff. All right, salute to okay, shout out of respect due. Shout out of respect due to No Nonsense Stucky. Salute, woman. Always a pleasure. Love you to pieces. You know that. All right. The president of the World Academy of Biomedical Sciences and Technology, which was founded as part of UNESCO back in 1997. Trito knows a thing or two about viruses, and he is convinced that the Wuhan St. Ives 19 virus was probably genetically engineered at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, China's only level 4 biosafety lab. Now, I did a biosafety lab video. It's called Dugway. It's out in Utah, and they mess with all kind of nasty pathogens. We talking about hantavirus, Lassa, the most dangerous pathogen on earth. I did a video about that called the Marburg virus. But right up the street here, on Interstate 95, Fort Detrick in Maryland, that is I think a Bio4 level, a BSL-4 lab there. And many people believe, I can't confirm it, but many people believe that's where the HIV virus was actually cooked up. Now, Robert Gallo got the patent. You can look at all that at us.gov back patents. You can see his name all over the place. But this lady named Judy Mikovits, she was actually playing, and she got railroaded. It's not that she patented, but she was trying to stop stuff, and they railroaded this woman. We're gonna continue. All right. In his book, St. Ives 19, all right, which translates into English as China St. Ives 19, the chimera that changed the world. Trito explains, hold on for a second, you got this call, got to decline that. Yeah, now everybody want to call, all right? The chimera that changed the world. Trito explains He believes that the Chinese Communist Party is behind the Wuhan virus, leaving little doubt that this viral chimera was artificially created as a bioweapon. Francis Boyle refers to it as a biological offensive pathogen, and I agree with him. All right, we're going to continue. All right, he also traces the Wuhan lab's connection to France and the United States, demonstrating how both countries have financially supported it in its bioengineering endeavors. While neither American nor French virologists are necessarily responsible for the current outcome, they did play a role with getting us here, whether they realized it or not. All right, so essentially what Dr. Trito is saying, that like Dr. Francis Boyle has said, through what they call gain of function capabilities, they was able to make something that is in nature, that it's not, I'm not gonna say it's inert, because I guess it could make you sick. I'm assuming. I'm not a virologist and I'm not a doctor, so I guess I gotta put my disclaimer out here too. I ain't no doctor neither. All right, who this is? Zen Attitude, salute. But these other doctors know stuff. In fact, Snapzilla Gorilla did a presentation earlier today, and he said the same thing. Look, I ain't no doctor, I ain't none of that, but you can look at some of these other people, and he was just calling out names, so I'll call off some too. Rashid Buttar, Joseph Mercola, Edward Group, let me see, who else? Now I'm drawing a blank. I said Edward Group, but it's many other voices out there. Trust me when I tell you, all right? And these people are the ones that I'm looking at, not Fauci. Fauci, Birx, all them people, Jerome Adams, the Surgeon General, I don't bang with none of them. I ain't trying to, okay, Spicy Kai says, I love Buttar. And I should tell you real quick, Rashid Buttar back in February, I had more subscribers than Rashid Buttar. I had 1,000 more subscribers than Rashid Buttar. He's based in North Carolina. That man got, I think, at last I counted, he had 495,000 subscribers. That man is hot. He hot as fish grease. And I would strongly suggest one of the moderators, if y'all could put Rashid Buttar's link in the screen and just go to his channel. Don't listen to me, because I don't know nothing. I'm just reading out this printout. That boy smart. You feel me? All right, let me check this top chat one more time. We 22 minutes. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. I'm way back. Live chat. Okay. All right. Yeah. So anyway, like I said, we 22 minutes into this live presentation. This here, the coup de grace, I thought I was going to be on longer, but I ain't going to be on but a little while. So Black Spring with Autumn. Oh, no. Black Spring with Autumn. I think I sent you that Newsweek article. I did, the past couple weeks I've been doing, having sex during this time. And they want you to use dental dams, face masks while you having sex, and glory holes. I don't know if y'all familiar with glory holes, but those of y'all who have watched porn, y'all know about glory holes. Well, at any rate, Fauci went on and he did a Newsweek article, and he's actually telling people like, yeah, if you want to hook up with Tinder, go right ahead. But remember, you have to minimize your risk by going into chat rooms and talking. You don't want to meet nobody, but if you hook up, you want to make sure that you have on a mask. So again, when I lay down, I don't never wear no mask. I just can't see it. In fact, Black Spring with Autumn, because for those who aren't in the stream from last week, if you had that model sex kit from Be Royal, if you still have that, put that in the stream, because people ain't gonna believe it. But yes, they have a kit that you can use when you engage in sexual activity during this time. You feel me? All right, let me check this top chat. Okay, Naldal PK, what's good with you? Okay, thank you, Spicy Kai. So yeah, so Black Spring with Autumn. If you could put that link for that $40 kit. The kit has a body wipe, vegan lube, 10 condoms, and 3 face masks. The masks are red, gray, and black if memory serves. So they capitalizing on all this stuff right now. But this here, the coup de grace, this here should be bone chilling. Now the last couple of weeks I've been talking about Australia and how they have been breaking into people's cars and pulling them out the cars because they've had a total of 108 people that have died. But that's enough to put the whole continent of Australia back into lockdown. And so what the police are doing over there, They are pulling people out of cars. They just arrested a pregnant woman while she did a Facebook live talking about protests. And they doing all that. But if I understand correctly, I believe just like New Zealand, Australia has been disarmed too. So that ought to tell you something right there. When the armaments are gone, governments run roughshod. But yes, it was a pregnant woman. Matter of fact, either Spicy Cow or any of the moderators, if y'all could put it in the stream for me, Australian woman arrested Facebook, and I think that should pull it up for you. Australian pregnant woman arrested Facebook. That should pull it up. And put that link in the stream for me, if you don't mind. All right. Thank you, Black Spring with Autumn. There you go. There you go. So y'all click on that. So if you want to get your sexual needs handled and all that, click that link for Be Raw, and it show you everything you need to know. Having that midnight hour thing. Real talk. All right. So anyway, Black Spring with Autumn, this is the last one. Then we're gonna go and get out of here. We 26 minutes. I'm running late. So Black Spring with Autumn, I want you to put this link in the stream for me. You feel me? So we here live at the park. I'll be outside. All right. Now in New Zealand, they have actual quarantine camps, and the prime minister over there, her name is Jacinda Ardern. She says that everybody in New Zealand, you are going to a quarantine camp and you are going to stay there monitored for 14 days. And if you don't, you're going to stay there longer. And she said it doesn't matter. You are the whole country, you are going under quarantine. But this is in our country. One more time, that should be bone chilling. All right? Hawaii rolling out mandatory St. Ives 19 testing checkpoints on major Oahu highway, with possible mandatory vaccine and quarantine camps soon to follow. This is out my vetted source, Natural News. Ain't none of y'all touching Mike Adams. The boy bad. The state of Hawaii is turning the H3 freeway on Oahu into a mandatory St. Ives 19 roadblock checkpoint, blocking traffic in both directions and subjecting travelers to mandatory testing, reports Hawaii News Now. It means that Hawaii is rapidly being transformed into a medical police state, which will soon morph into a mandatory quarantine camp like we've already seen rolled out in Australia and New Zealand. Testing stations will be set up inside the Harano tunnel in both directions of traffic to maximize the number of individuals who can be tested, reports HNN. The news network goes on to explain a bizarre requirement that people who have been tested are not allowed to leave the freeway until they reach the very end. Once individuals have been tested, they will be required to continue on to the either end of the H3 before using alternate Kualalu routes if necessary to continue in transit. Honolulu Mayor Kurt Caldwell likened Hawaii's battle against coronavirus to war on Thursday, reports HNN. And this is a quote from him. Let's get real. We are at war. We are on war footing now with this virus. George W. Bush said he was a war president. He had war on his mind. We is in war footing right after 9/11. Mayor Caldwell said, we don't have all the tools, but we're building more. Whoa, hold up. There she go. Shout out and respect due to the concealed ringleader. One half of the Wonder Twins. Thank you for sharing the stream, concealed ringleader. The concealed ringleader is one half of the Wonder Twins. That's the concealed ringleader and her blood sister. Cash Me Out, I Am Queen Supreme, or more popularly known as Queen Throne, one of my channel judges. All right? The war, however, appears to be more a war on the people of Hawaii than a war on any virus. Hawaii, predominantly run by Democrats, is joining other left-leaning states in trying to sharply increase coronavirus cases. All right? A major medical misnomer, since most people aren't sick and show no symptoms, as a justification for even more draconian lockdowns and economic damage that they hope can be blamed on Donald Trump. So this is about a 3-page read. I don't be trying to be talking y'all to death. It's Saturday, and y'all got stuff to do. Now, y'all might have heard that the Democratic Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, got caught at a hair salon, no mask, and I assume she wasn't social distancing. Social distancing not only is a Russian tactic, or CIA tactic, I'm saying, to isolate people, but it was also a science project done back in 2006 by a 14-year-old. Her name is Laura M. Glass. If you think I'm lying, Spicy Cop, type in Laura M. Glass social distancing. That should pull it up. Put that link in the stream. But at any rate, she got caught, and earlier last week, Philadelphia Mayor Jim Kenney was caught in Maryland, no mask, not social distancing, talking with his people, and he got caught. The picture got put out for the world to see, and he immediately, he trying to, what's it called, circle of wagons, and makeup and everything. Now on Tuesday, September the 8th, Philadelphia will have indoor dining, but at 25%. Now I've been going out everywhere. The only place here that ain't open is Fridays, more popularly known as Iverson's, and the reason being is that when Allen Iverson was here, he used to always be in Fridays all the time. I saw him in there with Tyrese. And a real quick story, I didn't diss Iverson. It was more about the server. This is a true story. He was in there with Tyrese, and me and my man, we were just left from work, and we always was going to Fridays, get some drinks, go get dressed, and then we head out to the club. We did that for all of 2002, 2003. We was hitting it hard. Well, anyway, he was in there with Iverson. I'm sorry, he was in there with Tyrese, and the barmaid ran over to him, and we was up next. And I say, no, I'd be damned if that's so. I said, excuse me, ma'am. No. Me and my mans was here. We like to get served if you don't mind. Iverson on my daughter. Iverson looked at me and he just nodded his head like that. I don't care who you are. Everybody got a line. First, second, third, like that there. We was up next. I don't care if he made $495 million a year. Give my drinks. Real talk. All right? But at any rate, coming up on Tuesday, Philadelphia will have 25% capacity for indoor dining, but I've been going out everywhere and all that stuff. Let me see. Just relax now. Salute. All right. Vicky's World said, I know that's right. Yeah, look, last time I checked, Allen Iverson put on his pants one leg at a time like me. And so, like, on my daughter, he just nodded his head like that, like, yeah, partner. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you goddamn right. It's Friday, and we about to get out here in these streets, and I'm trying to get my go-go juice. Wait. Real rap. So at any rate, Jim Kenney had to, the phrase is actually, I can't think of the phrase right now, but anyway, he was trying to make everything right. He wanted to tell everybody, sorry for wrecking businesses, sorry that you can't go out and all that type stuff there, But it just goes to show you that the stuff don't hold water. Nobody ain't trying to hear none of that, man. And I've been saying this from the start. I actually did a video called Me Not Afraid of Corona. Me and my man's, he a Gemini too. Me and him, I say, man, E, come on, let's go out, man. I said, I just got a feeling. And that Saturday, we had went out. The next week, they shut down everything in Philadelphia. And to this day, he said, Derrick, how you know? I said, I don't know how I know. But I'm just glad I did, because people are in the house now. They can't wait to go out. But then again, many people have been so thoroughly frightened. Even if they open up stuff, people ain't gonna be too fast to go back. And I just don't understand that. And I say that for this reason. When you go to restaurants here in Philadelphia, what they do is that they want you to wear a mask, which I don't, because I'm already up at the front now. And what it is that, what would I take that back? I take that back, I'm lying. What I do is this. That's a face covering, is it not? That's what I do, and they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing here. Now, I don't know what they do in other parts of the country, but that's been working for me. I do just like this when I was at Chili's. But then for some reason, the virus seems to dissipate. It just, the virus seems to go away. The virus seems to go away once you sit at the table and have your meal. Possibly because you can't eat with a mask on. But I understand that they got this mask down in Maryland that it opens up just so, and you can feed yourself you know, and all that type of stuff there. So I don't know, but I know for myself, I ain't doing nothing like that. And then they want to open up the movie houses, but they want you to wear a mask going into the movie theater. How you gonna eat your popcorn and you know, I be sneaking my liquor in there. How I'm gonna drink my liquor in the movie and I got my mask on? I think not. Here, let me check this top chat. I think not Derrick, not in this life. Okay, Spicy Kai, my phone died. Just relax. We have to wear masks in my state. Okay, well, I you know what? Again, to that, whatever your state says, I would say do so. But it's safe to assume that many of your state probably feel like me and they don't, and they ain't, you know. All right? Joyce Vlog, salute. Thank you for sharing the stream. Okay. Old Head Deuce says, we saw the restaurant get flipped by BLM. Oh, who saw the restaurant get flipped by BLM? I didn't see it, but Old Head Deuce, if you could write who it was, I would be interested into knowing who that is. All I know is that Deborah Burke said herself, and I remember the quote, she said, when people realize that 99% of us are going to be just fine, it's going to be harder and harder to get people to comply. All right? Derrick, I'm gonna send you an army flash. I already got 2, my man, but my information, my contact information is in the comment section, and we could go from there. All right, but I got 2 flashes. I keep a flash when I go to the when I was going to the movies. You know, I always got my Bombay Sapphire. You know, I ain't never without. I even got that on my Bellows whiskey. I'm never without when I go to the movies. You feel me? But they want you to wear a mask in the movie. The AMC was talking about they want you to wear a mask in the movies. Man, this is crazy. How you figure? And I ain't finna do that. And what it is, I just get the DVD off the street. I ain't finna. So anyway, we're about 37 minutes into this presentation. And as I said, I'm gonna do some quick housekeeping again before I get on out of here. Let me see here. Charles Gilmore says, when the law is totally oppressive, that's when I have a problem. Well, that's what it is. A slight inconvenience I can deal with. Sanji Watt, salute to Sanji Watt. Well, Charles Gilmore, that's the problem. People was under the impression that this thing was gonna be for 14 days. Then this thing will pass. Say you put on a mask, if 90% of the people in America put on a mask, the thing will go away. But at first they were saying don't wear the mask, and then they said 14 days the stuff gonna go away. Then they say put on a mask, 80% the stuff gonna go away. Then they start closing everything, and so what was a major inconvenience has now to wreck the country. And you know what they say, Mr. Gilmore, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Ain't that what they say? Salute to All Media Access News and Sanji Watts. Lassa Boholt has BLM flipping the restaurant. I'm gonna have to look into that. It's so much news today. Just real quick to all the content creators, everybody who make videos. You ain't short of no content. Not today. You can't be. How can you? You can't be short on content. You know, this stuff too easy. All you need is a screen recorder. You can't run out of content. All right. But at any rate, I'm gonna go on and shut it down here. It's Saturday. I know y'all got stuff to do. So do I. But like I said again, I have a challenge that was issued to me by one of my moderators, and that challenge entails me not divulging any of my past stuff in my life. You know, again, I'm prior military. I got stories for days. Stuff that really happened, but apparently that's not good. That's not in good taste to do that. So I've been challenged for 2 weeks not to mention nothing that I've done in my life. No sexual tryst, no nothing, none of that. So I got to do that for 2 weeks, and the moderator, she's going to have to do. It's a female, of course. She's going to have to do some stuff, and she's going to put it on the YouTube on the YouTube channel for the world to see. So I can't wait to see it. But I'm going to hold my word because I want to see that. I want to see the moderator do this thing, and when you see it, y'all gonna fall out. All right. So let me check this top chat here. Yeah. All right. 12 bell salute. Okay, B&B's reviews that they want us to, yes, they want us to forget. The first mandate was we don't need masks. Right. Well, that's what Jerome Adams said, the Surgeon General. Then they did a flip-flop. Yeah, but at any rate, and what time fly? We 40 minutes. I went 15 minutes over. But at any rate, let me go on here and shout out my channel judges before I get out of here. And they are, my honorary channel judge, of course, is Snapzilla Gorilla. But the channel judges are Spicy Kai, Wax Dog, Jay's Off-Brand TV, Sticks Girl of Texas, Chosen Queen, Sanji Watts, Carolina Hillbilly, 1961. And to the moderators, if you can, when I rattle off some of these names, if y'all could put their YouTube channel links in the stream, that would help me a lot. I so appreciate it. So let me check this top chat here. Okay. What do you think the overall agenda is? Excuse me, Charles Gilmore, my personal view, I think the overall agenda is have everybody mass vaccinated in an attempt to try to cull the population. That's my personal depopulation. That's the ultimate agenda. All right. And if you think I'm lying, there's a very good documentary. I think you can still find it on YouTube called Endgame: Blueprint for Global Enslavement. It was done back in 2005, I think, by Texas talk show host Alex Jones. Down in Georgia, they have what's called American Stonehenge. And in there, you will see where they said they want the population to rise no more than 500 billion. That goes in perfect alignment with Mother Earth. But it's called the Georgia Guidestones, more popularly known as American Stonehenge. But my personal view is that they want to knock people off and have more resources on Earth, because you and I, we're what they call, quote, useless eaters. That's what I think the agenda is. But we're gonna continue on with the roll call here. And again, as I say, as I rattle off some of these names, you feel free, all media access, to drop some of these links also. Again, Jay's Off-Brand TV, Sticks Girl of Texas, said her, Spicy Kai, Wax Dog, Chosen Queen, Sanji Watts, Carolina Hillbilly, 1961. You feel me? Angels Army, Content of Tennessee, Sheila Cherry MVP, Miss Mining to You, Triple Do Scratcher, Aisha of Memphis, and also real quick, prayers up for Aisha, her brother passed. So if y'all could put prayer emojis in the stream, that would really be helpful. Thank you. Dave Durango, Brockton, Massachusetts, stand up. Brooke Valentine, CEO, Secretary of Information, Black Spring with Autumn, Intelligence Done Right. Mo Nicole, The Lockhart Perspective, Cindy Briggs, Angela M., The Miss Yo-Yo Show, A Sense of Odd, Tony Hendricks Green, Triumphant Tiff, Snap Shorty, Queen's Throne, Hot and Cali, and last but certainly not least, the Soldier Fijal TR9 Area X. And again, I want to thank all y'all who came through. I want to thank Snapzilla Gorilla for his donation. I want to thank Charles Gilmore III for his generous donation. Charles Gilmore III says, who designate a person as useful or useless? Who makes the delineation? The World Health Organization, the United Nations, the National Institutes of Health, Henry Kissinger, people of that, Henry Kissinger, codename Bohr, B-O-R, people like that. All right. And actually, I did a video of Charles Gilmore. If you want to go back on my YouTube channel, it's called Mass Starvation Protocol. I think you'll find it very interesting. So the best way to bring a society to its knees is to starve it out, because you just can't come in and start shooting. That don't work no more. So they have to use stealth tactics. So what they do is that they have genetically modified the food. They have sprayed the skies. They have polluted the seas. In fact, seafood is something you want to get away from due for all the high mercury that's in, like my man Benny Paz said in one of his songs, AKA Icon, the verbal hologram. He said, I'm gonna turn all your water into toxic seas. He ain't too far off. So even though that these people, they psychopaths, they got the power to make this stuff happen. In fact, there's a BSL lab, is my understanding, in Monsanto's corporate headquarters in St. Louis, Missouri. So while they making your Cheerios, it's also alleged that they are also making pathogens in this same facility. You'll have to do your own research. This is just what I heard. You had to look into it for yourself. So, all right. So let me check this top chat one more time. Okay. Thoughts Magnetic is up in here. Joyce Vlog says Margaret Sanger started the depop with abortion clinics for blacks. Yes, ma'am. You're quite right. In fact, Bill Gates' daddy and Margaret Sanger helped to create what's called today Planned Parenthood. This is something that's not ancient, but they call it eugenics. All right, you're trying to make race perfect. And Margaret Sanger, one of her most chilling quotes to me in my mind, Margaret Sanger said, the most loving thing that a parent can do to a child is to kill it. This is a direct quote from Margaret Sanger. Margaret Sanger is loved by Hillary Clinton. So let that sink in. All right. But yes, Joyce Vlogs is quite right. All right. Charles Gilmore said I would look it up. Do so. Charles Gilmore, I'm well known. I say this here on my channel. I don't talk about it if I ain't looked into it. All right. Skywatcher, you have some great knowledge, brother. ML from the great knowledge, brother from the UK. Well, salute to you. I ain't got no knowledge, man. Actually, you may want to do yourself a favor and look into Black Spring with Autumn, the Lockhart perspective, Snapzilla Gorilla, people like that, Rashid Buttar. I ain't got no, people say that, and I personally don't see it. But thank you, and that's real talk. I'm not very well spoken. I got a southern accent and all this type of stuff here. When you hear Black Spring with Autumn and Snapzilla Gorilla, the Lockhart perspective, people like that, these people, they just on it. They just on it. I'm just trying to keep pace with them, and that's my word. I'm a mess with somebody. Word to mother. You feel me? All right. Black Spring with Autumn says narcissist and psychopath Gates, Sanger, and Clintons and more. Yes, ma'am. Smallpox and the extermination of the indigenous American populations was the first that I remember. Yes, I think it's called General Order 804 or something like that, but General Sherman is supposed to be the one credited with the first bio weapon when they allegedly used smallpox, or soldiers that had smallpox. They took those blankets and was kind enough to pass them on to the American Indians. They had no immunity to this new novel virus that hit them, and it wiped a bunch of them out. But it was General Sherman, and I think it was Order 804 or something like that. So that was the first bioweapons tech used, to my knowledge, in recorded history. Stuff like that. But also I understand that back in during the Hellenic period, they was throwing dead bodies over gates and stuff. So all this old crazy stuff, and disease would pass this way. Just folks is nasty, man. Folks nasty like that. So anyway, we 48 minutes in. Again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. So we hit live, everybody outside. So again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want to thank all y'all for coming through and listening at me. I know they be flying. We be flying. But I want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want to thank again Charles Gilmore III. Salute to you, my mans, and Snapzilla Gorilla for your kind donation. I want all y'all to have a great rest of the weekend. I want y'all to have a good and safe Labor Day. I want y'all to have a productive week forthcoming. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die. Salute. And remember, we first on the scene. You feel me?